Hey everyone. So this is my fourth time that I'm trying to connect to InstaLive. I don't know what's going on. It's very weird how one week it works like magic and the other week it just gives me a really hard time. I'm so sorry. Brahim is online. I will let him in. But thank you so much for your patience. Yalla ya Brahim. Thank you so much, guys, for joining again and for being very patient. But this is something that we cannot control, which is the connection. Brahim is online. I can see you and I can hear you. Yes, it worked. I don't know what happened. It took me like 4 times and
Yeah,
the phone just kept on falling, but I'm not going to give up. Come on, guys. Come on. Aligning the phone with the tripod. How can I do that?
we are on.
Okay. We are online. Just ignore me while I try to fix my phone. So, Brahim, can you please do the introduction on just till I fix this?
Yeah, sure. So, hey,
Yeah.
my name is Ibrahim, and I'm an entrepreneur, business coach, and a speaker. I have started the Smash Room about 2 years and a half ago here in Dubai with my friend and business partner Hiba Balfaqih. And the Smash Room is basically a place where you go and break stuff to release stress and feel better. And it's sort of like a self-expression, plus it could work as I wouldn't say therapy, but an alternative therapy. It could definitely boost your mental state. It definitely also helps you release a lot of energy and have fun as well. In addition to the Smash Room, I've started a few other businesses. Some of them failed miserably. Some of them are actually on the way to success, if not already have succeeded. And now it's my mission to help aspiring entrepreneurs start their own businesses and translate their ideas and passion into a living business right from the scratch, from nothing, from the ground up.
From nothing to everything.
From nothing to everything. Yes, yes.
I love that. I love that. And people, we will soon be also announcing a collaboration between the Smash Room and myself. For
Yep.
every Smash session that you do, you get a mindfulness session delivered by me. I will be sharing the details very soon. So there you go. And it is a therapy, Brahim. It is therapy. It's stress therapy. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. You've told me how many people have went to Smash.
I definitely works.
Yeah.
I've seen it in the people faces before and after their,
So
their mental states definitely makes a big difference. I've tried it myself. I try to do it every now and then. So,
I can imagine. I can imagine.
but
So, Brahim, thank you so much. Can you hear me?
yes, yes, sure.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Instagram. Thank you, Universe. So thank you for being here again with me. I really appreciate it. And tonight's topic is something that I remember me and you, we were sitting and we were like, aha, we have to talk about this because we see a lot of people who have a life purpose, or at least they have discovered their life purpose, but at the same time, they do not know where to start and what they should do to be aligned with the why and the how.
Yeah,
So how about as a start to tell people what does it mean to be aligned with your how and why?
yeah,
What does it mean?
yeah. Ray, this is a really interesting topic, and I remember our discussion is just when talking about this, a lot of ideas came into my mind, and I have a lot of passion for this as well, because I have a lot of people coming to me and asking me, how do I start? How do I have my own business? How do I leave my job and start something? How? But they forget to ask why. And
100%.
and the truth is, everything starts with why. There's definitely a book that I have read and recommend everybody who's on this and will see this either now or later to read this book. And the book is written by someone called Simon Sinek, and the book is Start with Why. So in Start with Why, it tells people, it helps people actually discover their purpose in life. And when we say why, we should think about it as like in a circle, and why is the center of that circle. So
wow.
The how, exactly, I've seen people have already read it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic book. So when we think about, people always sometimes focus on the mechanics, but forget to first tap into their purpose and ask themselves why I do need to have a business, why I do want to leave my job, why I need to be financially free, what's my purpose in life, why I'm here. I know it may sound a little bit sort of like, theoretical, or let's say not really that practical, but it makes a big difference when everybody, each one of us, understands why they're here, why we are doing whatever we are doing. Are we just following the flow because everybody gets a job? Excuse me. Everybody has to go to college, get a degree, get a job, get married, retire, blah 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 blah. So are we creating a copy of someone else's lives, and we're just following it just because it's easy and everybody is doing it? Why don't we question, why are we doing this? Is this something for me? Do I really need to follow that same classical advice, or I can actually do something different? And that's what's really important to understand, the difference between why and how. Once you understand your why, you need to align your how to your why, because why is the center. And if you don't really understand it really well, your how is not going to be clear, because your center is not clear. So you're going to be like going right and left and trying to understand how things are being done, but you don't know really what is it that you want. So unless you understand why, you cannot really align your how.
But what about the people who already know their whys and they're 100% sure of why they're doing it? They know what their purpose is, but they don't know how to start.
Yeah.
So they don't know how to bring it to life. And I know a lot of people, I am one of them. I know my purpose. But if you come and tell me, and we've had our sessions together, like, okay, so I know where I will be in 10 years from now. I know how many businesses I will have. I know that I will be having a passive income, but I don't know where to start. I don't know how to do it. I need help and I need support.
Right.
So for those kind of people, how do they get aligned with their whys?
Sure. So that's really a good question, Ray. I would say if you have your why figured, like in your case, you have done a lot of work already. So when you know exactly your purpose, and you have a crystal clear view on your purpose and why you are doing whatever you're doing. If you're a life coach, if you are in the education, if you are a professional in your job, if you're starting a business, whatever you want to do, if you have that cleared, then that's a lot of work have been already done. And then we move to the how. Now the how is important. And how do we align the how to our why is also very, very important. Because now if you figured your why and you know your purpose, the immediate question will be, how do I reach there? They had, everybody would ask once, okay, I am here because I want to help people start their own businesses, and I want them to understand their potential and achieve something that never imagined that they could achieve. That's my why. Now, how can I achieve it? Here comes the importance of having goals and establish clear goals, smart goals, which meaning my goals should be very specific. If I'm going for money, for example, I need to say it in my goal. Am I looking for $1 million? Am I looking for $1,000 is enough for me? If I say I want a lot of money, is $1,000 enough for you?
What is a lot for you? Exactly.
Unless you're very specific about it, it won't motivate you enough. It's not really a good goal if you just say, I want money and that's my goal. No.
I want to be free. I want to be my own boss. I want to make a lot of money and live the life. No.
Are not goals. Those are just dreams.
Yeah.
They become goals when we make them specific. So Ray, you have your why figured. Do you want to share it with everybody else?
Not really.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
But if you want, we could go with the main why. Yes, the main whys is helping people to find their life purpose.
That's what I wanted you to say. Okay, because I know it.
Yeah.
I know you've talked about
Yeah.
it. So you want to help people live better lives, happy, and with
Transformation, mind to heart transformation.
Okay. Now the how starts with asking the right questions. Okay, how can I actually make this happen? What are the steps that I need to do today? What are the steps that I need to do tomorrow, within 3 months, within 1 year? What do I need to achieve in 5 years? And work it backward. So let's say if Ray want to help 100,000 people, let's say if that's your target, you want to help 100,000 people, then we plan the numbers down. So we plan your, let's say 100,000 equals to how many people you could help per year, then per month, then even down to and how many maybe per day if you want to really get really specific. So the more specific and you know, you time bound, you're asking, you know, the right questions, that's how you set your goals properly, and that's how you link your how with your why, because you're now aligning them together.
So you start with the big picture and you narrow it down to a smaller and smaller and smaller picture.
Smaller chunks, smaller pieces that you can also see, track. And also one important thing is that you gotta celebrate achieving those small goals.
Love that. Yes.
Really important. People are normally hard at themselves. You know, I don't want to celebrate, I don't want to be happy unless I really achieve that. No, you have, it's very, very important. Like, let's say if I have a goal this week to achieve certain task and I do it, I reward myself with something. It could be very small. It could be taking myself out just for something that I love, or taking, you know, a break, or going to the beach, to the pool, whatever it is that you like. But absolutely rewarding yourselves on those small achievements will help you achieve that momentum that will help you achieve the bigger goals.
I 100% agree. I totally agree on the celebration and the rewarding program that you create for yourself. I totally agree with that. There was once, Brahim, I cannot forget that day when I was really, really excited and looking forward to meet someone whom I thought back then could help my business. I had another business. And I was so shy to actually just go up front and say hi. And I actually went there and I introduced myself and we shook hands and we had a conversation for like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I went for a drink with my friends telling them, I have news for you. They were like, yes, tell us. And I was like, we shook hands. They're like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, today we shook hands. Tomorrow we're going to have coffee. And then we're going to discuss my business. And exactly that happened.
Yeah, absolutely. So I love that, Ray. It's about, you know, manifesting the things that you want in life and going for them. People are always afraid to ask. And the reason is because we are afraid of rejection. And it's true. That's already embedded in us because of our childhood. You know, when people say no to us, maybe we start crying, feel bad, we feel like really sorry about themselves. You don't have to do that now. Because ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Someone tells you no, so what?
So what?
Keep trying and trying for the heart, whoever is doing that. But always ask yourself this question: what's the worst that could happen? If someone's told you no, that's the worst ever, right? If you ask for something and they either tell you yes or no, or maybe something. If there's something in between, that means you should try again and again and build that relationship until that someone says yes. If they say at the end of the word, you could try again. You could try with someone else. You could find
someone else. Say, yeah. In my opinion, rejection is a form of our very own limiting beliefs.
I love that.
100%. Yes, yes. I totally agree.
Yeah.
This is why it's very important to keep checking with your limiting beliefs and to make sure that you are manifesting or you are putting your focus on what serves your purpose, not the other way around.
Absolutely, absolutely. The thing is, the more aware of the number of limiting beliefs that we have as people, the more we are likely to get rid of them and replace them with more liberating beliefs, with more beliefs that will actually enable us to achieve something that people have told us that you cannot achieve it. I love it when people tells me you can't do that. It's impossible. Oh, I get
Yeah.
something burning inside. No, I'm doing it and I'm gonna show you that how it's being done. So there's
Yes, amazing.
tell me what can I do and what can I do. It's all in here. Ray, I'll share a personal story with you and everybody here on the live video. I call myself a fire walker. And what does it mean? This happened 3 years ago, back in 2017. I went to London to attend a Tony Robbins program called Unleash the Power Within.
Oh my God, you did that exercise.
It's a 4-day program where Tony is live on stage from 7 a.m. all the way to midnight. And people are there stuck. No one is leaving the stage. There's 10,000 people in one place from 70 different nationalities. Very immersive,
Wow.
crazy sort of experience. And then at the end of the first day, he takes everybody out and everybody has to walk on burning coal, on lit fire, burning coal, barefoot. Yeah, you're not wearing shoes. You're not wearing anything else. You remove.
I know I've seen it, but I've never saw that you have done it.
I've done it. I've done it. Even people on YouTube, for example, there's a video of Oprah Winfrey doing that, and a lot of celebrities who work with Tony Robbins have done it. And I'm really proud that I have done it myself, because the only thing that, if there's only one thing you could learn from it, is that, you know, fear is something here in our mind. We create it. It's not real. People, fear is not something real. It's something that is made up. We come up with it because we want to feel, we always seek for our security and our safety. And that's why we come up with this fear. And the moment you understand that fear is actually only here, is not actually in real life, is the moment when you start making things happen and making shit happen and creating all the difference that you want to create in your life. Regardless, what are your goals? If your goals are to be, you know, this family person, you serve your family, provide for your family, that's good. That's good for you. Go for it and do it. If your goal is to be this independent person, want to start your own business, want to create wealth for generations and generations, you can do it. If only you set your mind to it and start taking action. People, action is what makes the difference, because we can always talk today, tomorrow, for next month about goals and how you want to achieve them and how you set goals. But unless you take the first step, nothing will happen. Nothing will ever happen. Action doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, far away from perfect. If you wait for things to be perfect, remember, you will never be able.
So that's okay. So if I come to maybe ask, what are the must-haves or the must-dos for people who succeed to align their whys and hows? So it would be to not be scared or to overcome their fears, take action, do it anyway, and have specific goals.
Yes, yes.
What else?
Beautifully summarized. Now, this is a journey that if you embark on it, it's going to be a hell of a ride. I'm telling you, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. It's not going to be easy. But why do you? Yeah. Because great things don't come from easy stuff, right? Forget all about all of this nice advices on Instagram and really fancy.
In 3 days, this is how I did it.
Transformed my life in 1 day, or start a business in 5 hours, or that kind of shit. That doesn't work. I've been there, done that, and trust me, it doesn't work that way. So the moment you start feeling that things are a bit scary, things are getting maybe you know, something that you don't really know much about it, know that that's an area of growth for you. If things are out of your comfort zone, meaning that's the area that you should go for it. You should, because that's the growth, that's where you can make a difference and create a change, an everlasting change in your life. Again, the road can be very bumpy, up and down, up and down, up and down. You'll find people who will support you throughout the way. You'll find people who will turn their back on you. Maybe your best friends, maybe your family will turn back on you. Maybe they will say, what's wrong with Ray? Ray has changed. Why? Because they're comfortable with the old version of you. They don't want, they don't want to see you changing. They don't
It's amazing that out of all the examples you gave, this one, the most comment I've received in the past 3 years.
I can't relate. I can't relate because I have, you know, I've gone through the same journey, and to be honest, and I'm not, I didn't mean to say it in any other, in a negative way, people, but sometimes when there's toxic people around you, even if they're family, cut them off.
Yeah.
Cut off, at least for some time. If they don't want to understand your journey, if they don't want to support you, you know what? If you don't support me, just stay quiet. Just
true.
I don't want you to give me all of that negative energy, affect my energy. I don't want you to just, you know, start just talking and talking.
Be silent and watch me do it. That's it.
Just watch and learn, maybe. If you don't want to learn, just watch and stay quiet. If you cannot stay quiet, you're blocked. I'm gonna block you, right? And then throughout this journey, you start aligning yourself with people who have better understanding of their why. But
that's very important.
Alignment between their why and how. And that's how you start building new connections, new friends, new circles. And that's when
100%.
You need to change your environment in order to change your reality today. If you are today, if you don't like, and this is important, people, listen to this. If you don't like the way your life is going today, the first start is change the people that you are associated with.
100%.
I'm telling you to, you know, not be friends with your friends. Just spend less time with them and start looking for people who are on the same journey as you, who are having goals or similar goals, who are driven, who have passion.
Or at least people who would understand. Like the other day, I was at home. I was working at 9:30 p.m. And then my friend called me and she was like, hey, Ray, want to come over? I have to work, but we can work together. I was like, yes, of course, I want company. I swear to God, Brahim, I went to her place, both of us, we're having like something to drink, our laptops in silent. So how's it going? It's good. Lots of things on my plate. Yeah, me too. Ta, 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 ta. We stayed till midnight. We did not even catch up because we were working. And then when I was leaving, she was like, let's have a catching up session. I was like, yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. So sometimes you don't even have to talk to this person. It's just joining the company of these people that you know they are driven, they have goals that even sometimes scares them, but they still go for it. That's what you want to associate with. You don't want to be around losers, do you? You don't want around people
God forbid.
Gossiping and talking about people, and they spend their time at the office around the water cooler talking about their boss and how they treat you. No, you want to talk with people who are actually looking to be better versions of themselves. They are working on themselves. They want to grow. They want to change. They want to create some sort of like a long-lasting change, not just people who want to just talk and make fun. I'm not saying people should not have fun. No, don't get me wrong. You should have fun, of course, every now and then. But do it with the right people. Change your environment in order to change your reality. If you're not happy today about your reality, about your job, you're not happy about your relationship, you're not happy about your business, you're not happy about your family, you're not happy about the people around you, guess what? You have, no one else would do it for you. All you need to do is decide to change and fucking do it. That's it.
I'm doing so much effort to hide my excitement because yes. Oh my God, yes. I 100% agree. And the nice thing, Brahim, is that we both were in the same situation. Like, I remember my connections and my network and my people around me have shifted and changed 180 degrees.
Yeah.
You cannot, like, I look now and I say, oh my God, I'm so grateful. Now I'm surrounded with the right people.
Yeah, I cannot really stress how important is this, because, for example, I'm gonna give you again the example of the Smash Room, and basically me and Hiba were friends before we started the Smash Room, and Hiba was one of those new friends that I started spending time with because I wanted to change. So both of us were at London doing that fire walking thing, but we never met there. We met at Dubai, back after like 2 weeks, at a mastermind group, just to, you know, support each other throughout the journey. And then we started talking about our goals, and I thought, yeah, this is an interesting person I want to spend my time with. And then we ended up in business together, and now the Smash Room is one of the biggest attractions in Dubai, if not in the Middle East.
Amen. Yes.
And this comes from experience. And again, Ray, you know me very well. I don't really just you know, practice.
No.
Preach. I practice before I preach. So anything that I say, I have done it before, and you know, I've tried it, and nothing is just, you know, theory. Everything comes from practice. And the practice here says you are the average of the 5 people that you spend your time with. You come down now, write it on a piece of paper. Think about these 5 people that you spend your time with. Look at their situation, look at their status, look at their life. You're basically looking at a mirror.
Yeah, true.
Yourself.
Brahim, when I started surrounding myself with people who work out on a daily basis, this is when I started to work out on a daily basis. This is when I started running. This is when I started to do box camping. And then I was like, oh my God, I was surrounded with the wrong people, because I always got the comment, halas, just sit here, we work out later. Yeah, you're right. I never worked out. 5 years later, I have never worked out.
Yeah.
Now I do it on a daily basis, and it's an essential part of my day when I work out. If it's not really intense workout, it's a yoga. If it's not yoga, it's meditation. If it's not meditation, it's dancing, like a 15-minute break dancing. But I have to do something with my body. And this thanks and credit, I swear, it's not me, it's my friends, it's my people who I'm surrounded with.
Yeah.
Same thing goes with having fun or building a business or reading even a book. Like, hey, I really have to read a book, but I'm so tired. It's okay, read at least 10 pages.
I love that, Ray, because, oh, hello, Rahim. So basically, what I'm going to try to say here is that people will try to drag you down with them. And I'm not sorry to say this. This is the truth. So when you are surrounded by the wrong people, regardless, they might love you. But if they truly love you, they want you to be a better version of yourself. So if they see you changing, if they truly love you, they would at least, you know, watch, or the minimum is to support you, and supporting you just by accepting the new person that you become. And that's the basics kind of support that you expect from the people who you surround yourself with. But if they become uncomfortable with your change, if they become like, oh my God, what's happening to Ibrahim? He's different. You know, he's changed.
He's acting weird. That's one.
Understand him. All of this kind of stuff that he's doing, I don't know, this is not right. And guess what? They don't tell you that in front of your face. They will actually talk to other people about that, and that's what is really, really sad about these people. So when I know about this, I just cut them off. You are not welcome in my life. I mean, in a way, I'm gonna still be connected with you, but I'm sorry, I'm not gonna spend my time and energy with you, because I'm this level in terms of energy. And if I spending time with you, I'm going down here. And I do want to be there. Spend a lot of effort to get right there. And I actually want to get up and up and up. So that's you start, your energy starts aligning with the people who have really higher energy, if you're looking for that. And that's how you start attracting those people in your life. And you would start, oh my God, how I actually started to know this person. This person was like someone I was looking up to, and now we shook hands. We
have coffee together, 100%.
Now we're doing something together. Now all of that stuff, and you see it folding. How the universe works, regardless of what you believe in. This is how the universe works. And if you seek this kind of people, if you seek this kind of change, the universe will make its way to make it happen. It will definitely come and unfold. You have to be patient with it. Yeah. Again, there is no quick fixes. There's no get rich quick scheme. All of that kind of stuff. It needs consistency, like anything in life. The question is, do you expect to get really fit if you go to the gym once per month? No one expects to.
That's my favorite example. Or losing weight after 1 week of diet.
Right. Yeah. No one does, because everybody knows they have to be consistent in order to have a healthy lifestyle. That's why it's called a lifestyle. Why we don't apply the same logic when we talk about self-growth? Why we don't apply the same logic when we talk about building our relationships? Why we don't apply the same logic when we build our businesses, when we build our future? We just start something, it falls down, and then that's it. I'm done. I quit. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, I know.
For changes, if we want to create the life that we want, if you want to be different from anybody else, you don't want to be average. I know each one of you here watching this video now or later, people, you are not average people. There is something deep inside you that knows really well that you want to be different. You want to be unique. You want to achieve something really different. So go for it. Go for it. Do not hesitate. Do not listen to the people who will tell you no, don't do it. They will scare you off. Follow your gut. And have clear goals and start doing some action and see how your life will change.
I love the energy.
I get really passionate about this, so you could tell.
Oh, I love it. That would be me if I were you, like now. So I love it. I love it. I love it because basically you're saying everything that's on my mind. So I was like, yes, yes, yes. But you said something about when things go down. So how can someone stay aligned or keep himself aligned when things go down? How can someone, what would be your tips or the advice that you would give for someone who reached the alignment at some point, but then when things started to get bumpy, so what are your tips when that happens? Because I know for entrepreneurs, it happens a lot.
Yeah, this is a great question again, Ray. So the thing is all about managing our expectations. And managing our expectations is because all of us, especially coming from this region, let's say this part of the world, whether it's the Arab world or whether it's the Eastern side of the world, we all built in when we were kids that we should not fail. And it's a shame that aim, yeah, it's a big fails. Oh my God. That should not happen. And that's why you should be always the #1 in school. You should always...
Exactly. Oh my God, A-, you're punished.
Yeah, shame on you and you get punished. And while all the school teaches you is just remembering the right answers, doesn't teach you shit. How does it make a difference if you just remember what's the right answer? How does
getting a higher grade? And why does that matter? We don't know. Exactly. We still don't know.
The moment you get into real life, you only realize that people would actually learn through making mistakes. Because why do I keep saying that? And you know that I'm also very, very passionate about this topic. The reason is people fail means because people are trying. You cannot don't try, but you cannot succeed if you don't try. So you gotta try, you gotta make action. So you might fail, you might succeed, but you want to take chances because you might actually succeed. If you failed one time, you try again, you failed again, you try again, guess what? Your
And
chance.
you speak from experience, Brahim. You failed like 3 times, like huge fails, right?
Oh my God, I can't even, this will be like a separate topic, you know that. I mean, I've lost in one business opportunity that
I'm waiting for that.
and I've shared that on my Instagram, more than $40,000. And guess what? In 2 months, in just 2 months,
Oh my God.
that was like a big chunk of all, if not almost 90% of the money that I had at that point. Okay. So
how did you get yourself out of that situation?
first of all, you recognize what went wrong. So you sit with yourself, get the emotions out of the equation, deal with the emotions for some time. That's okay. I'm not saying you should.
No, you have to process what happened.
Yeah. So once you deal with these emotions, put them aside, you start thinking from a logical point of view and understand what kind of mistakes you have made. And from there, if you really recognize what kind of mistakes you have made, you set yourself for success later. Because when you are in a similar situation, wait a second, I've been there before. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, yes, I always say that I have failed and tried many times. I had 2 businesses, or actually 3 businesses that I started and failed, but they failed for different reasons. I never repeated the same mistake. And that's, again, how we learn. Because life is full of learnings. And the issue is really, we get to learn the proper way from late stage in our lives. We waste around, what, 12 years to 17 years or 20 years, even if you're like in the medical field, studying something that
you're not really convinced of.
From real life. You know, now each one of us, for example, it should be a personal brand. There is no more CVs, for example. CVs are dead. But there are still people who like go about, you know, presenting themselves and looking for a job the old-fashioned way, because that's all they know. We should always learn and see what kind of opportunities out there. And the biggest learnings comes from our own experiences. If we don't try, we don't succeed. And if we don't try, we might fail. But if we try again and keep trying, you might as well also succeed throughout the way.
That brought me, I think, I don't know if that, no, we still have time. Yay. I just had a question in mind. You said everyone would learn from their own experiences and their own mistakes. بالعربي كل واحد يتعلم من كيسه. When would it be necessary to not basically do that mistake and learn from other people's mistakes and do better, or at least give it a try?
Sure. Remember when we talked about how do you associate, what's your network, what's your environment, what are the people that you are associated with? Let's have a scenario of someone having a goal of starting their own business. And that your friends, your 5 best friends are employed people who have regular jobs. Okay? What are the chances that you can learn something about starting a business from these people?
Nothing. I know.
Zero.
Yeah.
However, if your network, if your environment is, you know, you're surrounded with people who share the same goals, not necessarily having businesses, but they are on their way. They're starting. They're doing some action. You guys, whenever you get together, you start sharing your experiences. You start sharing your stories. And that's how you learn from other people's experiences. You learn from people who have tried it and done it. There's a lot of bad advice out there. People are always sometimes looking for free advice, but I'm going to tell you that free advice is one of the worst advices ever, because it can come from someone who's never done that before, and they just want to give advice. People just want to, you know, talk things and try to seem very helpful. Sometimes it's actually does the opposite.
I heard that once. I was watching a video. I totally forgot what the coach's name, but I remember it was coming from one of the coaches with Mindvalley. So he said something very similar to this. There are 2 types of givers: successful givers and givers who struggle. And it has almost the same concept that these kind of givers, they give too much without basically focusing on their whys or their business or their purpose. They're just focusing on serving people, which is fine. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna last.
Yeah, you gotta serve yourself first as well, right?
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
I have, if I say I'm a business coach, for example, or I am an entrepreneur, I have done something. I'm trying to actually practice what I preach. I take action for it. You know, I try, I fail, I try, I succeed, and that's where you build authority. And that's how you would say, you know, Ray has been there, Ray has been done that, and now she can actually provide value to people and she can help them throughout their way, rather than coming from someone who just studied somewhere about something.
And just go by the book, 100%.
Yeah, doesn't really work, especially when we talk about, you know, how you change your life. How do you create a difference in your life? Whether it's your, you know, your relationship, whether it's your health, your fitness, your mind, your you know, your business, your financials, all that kind of stuff. Here you need real life education, people. You don't need an MBA to become a successful business person. I haven't studied MBA.
And you can be a student and be a successful person.
Sorry?
You can still be an F person and turn out to be a successful person.
I graduated with I don't know how the C. I mean, like, I was like 70 when I graduated, and I kid you not, I remember nothing about any textbook. And I graduated not really long time ago. If you think about it, it was 2015, 2010, 10 years ago, right? The time. So 10 years ago, I graduated from mechanical engineering college, and I spent 5 years studying. Ask me anything about mechanical engineering today, and then ask you to go away, because
I know. Brahim, do you have anything for a last thing you want to say or share? What can people do now?
Yeah, so very quick practical advice, Ray, for everybody who's sticking around here. 4 steps if you want to create change in your life. 4 simple steps. Number 1, act. Action, number 1. Start by making small changes, small steps, small action points, and see how that changes. Act, number 1. Review your action, see what are you doing, what kind of results. Number 3, refine. So based on your review, you see things are working, things are not working, you need to change things. And then what do? Repeat. Repeat. So act, review, refine, and repeat.
I love that. I am in my refining stage now. Have I ever told you that? I am refining now.
That's awesome, because refining is very, very important. It means that, first of all, you are making an action, you're doing something, but then you're also looking at the results and seeing what are the things that are working and what are the things that are not. Then do twists and changes to make shit happen. And that's how we, again, learn and how we make a difference, rather than just, you know, being blindsided, just walking inside like we're not seeing what's going on around us. If we keep doing the same things over and over, Einstein, right? If we keep doing the same things over and over and expect different results, what's that called? Insanity, right? You would be crazy if you think that if you do the same things over and over, but why is this?
The same way, exactly.
Why I'm not being paid what I should be paid? Why I suck in relationships? Why you know, I don't have enough money in my life? But you're doing the same things that you've been doing.
How?
Yeah.
Because you're not aligned with the how.
Yes. Well, probably doesn't even understand their why yet. Because that's a good place to start. And I end this with the same way I started it, where I say, there is a great book that I can recommend, whether you listen to ebooks or read, or, you know, the ebooks, it's up to you. But the book is called Start With Why. And the author,
Simon.
Start With Why, is a great book if you want to know more about today's topic.
Wow, thank you. Yes, yes. Go, guys, get the book and start taking action now, not tomorrow, now. And I would love to hear more about what you thought of this session. Please reach out to Brahim if you have a business idea and you'd like some guidance and support. Believe me, guys, he's a magic maker. Go reach out. Please bombard him with DMs. And if you have any comments, any feedback, or any questions, let me know. And I'll see you next week. Brahim, I love you. Thank you so much for tonight. And thank you so much.
For everyone who tuned in today. Love you guys. Have an awesome life, and let's do it.
Yes, let's. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.